Hey YouTube, Mark here. Happy holidays. Let's see what we got going on today. We got my oldest daughter is coming over for dinner today, and we're going to have something special. A lot of people, you know, they'll do their hams or their prime ribs or turkeys or something like that. But we are doing something different, something that we've never done before, and I'm looking forward to doing it to see how it turns out. And that is, we are going to have Tur-duck-ken. Yeah, this is a pre-made one. It's not something that I did myself. I didn't debone the turkey and the chicken and the duck and put it all together. This is just something I got at a local butcher, Sorg's over in Delavan. They have them. A little pricey though. It was like 65 bucks. But I'm hoping that it's well worth it. This has got a pork and sausage jambalaya stuffing in it. So I mean, the picture looks pretty damn good if you ask me. So hopefully it comes out looking like this. But I'm just about ready to stick it in the oven. I need to preheat to 400 degrees and then cook it for 3 hours covered. And then after the 3 hours, I'll uncover it and then cook it for another half hour just to get it brown on the top. So let's get it in the pan. All right, we're going to preheat to 400 degrees. This is where I'm going to land the turducken. I'm going to open it up in here. I do feel quite a bit of liquid in here, so I'm going to just open it up in here just so it doesn't slosh out all over the counter and on the floor. So yeah. Now the thing is, do I want to open this bag up in here and get all those juices in there, kind of act as a kind of a marinade, you know, an airborne marinade as it cooks, it evaporates and stuff. I think I want to do that. So I'm going to open it up in here, make sure all that marinade is on the bottom. Speaking of bottoms, which way is which? I'm thinking that's the top. I'm seeing the wings here and the legs are here, so. Alright. I am going to leave the rope netting on it. The directions actually say to leave that on there, but I tell you, I got some of the juice on my hands. That jambalaya smells really good. Wash my hands! Alright, so yeah, that was easy, huh? I got the turducken out of the bag. It's just sitting here. The oven's still preheating. Once the timer once the alarm goes off that it's preheated, I'm going to throw the turducken in. 3 hours, and I got to get it covered. So you know what? Let's get that thing covered. I do not have double wide, so I'm going to make double wide. Fold the very edge over, and then fold that little edge over onto itself as well. And then, if I really want to get creative, I can fold that over. All right. There we go, look at that. Nice sheet of double wide aluminum. They're all cut down fairly tight. Alright, so that's all set and ready to go. Now I just need to wait for that oven setting to beep 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 at me, and then I can throw it in the oven. I tell you, we've actually been having a very mild winter this year. Not much snow at all. We actually had snow before Halloween, and then we had another 5 inches of snowfall down in the Beloit area here, and that was just it was just before Thanksgiving, and haven't seen snow at all. But today we've got snow. It is actually snowing outside. I mean, it's not much, but it's something. There's just something about Christmas without snow. It just feels weird, feels wrong. But, you know, it's actually past Christmas now. But we had to prolong and wait on our Christmas just so our oldest daughter could come have dinner with us. Oven's preheated. Yeah, let's throw it in. Okay, so Tur-ducken goes in. I have the rack on the second to bottom, and that seems to work just fine. All right, now we're going to set our timer for 3 hours, and that will give us the time to where we pull off the foil, let it cook for the other 30 minutes, and yeah, actually after that then we gotta let it rest for 30 minutes. So it's gonna take a total of 4 hours. So yeah, like I was saying, just hasn't been Christmas because it hasn't been a lot of snow. But now it's snowing. It's awesome. It's just something about snow. I have no idea how much is forecasted to fall. You know, it could be only half an inch. You know, it could end at any moment. You know, maybe we'll get 5 inches. I don't know. I just don't know. All right. Well, this is Mark. You know what? I can't say that yet. Tur-ducken's not done yet. Stay tuned! I wanted to come out and enjoy the snow a little bit. As you can see, it's turned into a finer snowflake. It wasn't those big ones that we were just having maybe 30 minutes, 40 minutes ago. But getting a nice little white blanket of snow on the ground, that's kind of nice. I like that. I was sitting inside and I was thinking about it, and thinking about traditions that we've been keeping for many, many years. I mean, we're still using the same stockings that we bought when we first got married and first started our family, and you know, everybody's got the same stocking, and you know, just other little traditions like that. We buy our kids ornaments every year, and they get their own little bucket, and so when they move away, like my oldest daughter's moved away now, they'll actually take their ornaments with them, and they'll have a remembrance of Christmases past, and you know, just other things like that. I just made the video of us making lefse, you know, with Mom. That's a holiday tradition. You know, we do that all the time. So I want to ask you guys, what's your holiday tradition? What do you guys do? Is it something specific with the meal? Is it how the presents are handed out? Just anything. What do you guys do for your holiday tradition? Alright, that's all I want to do because it's getting kind of cold out here. Mainly because, well, I'm standing outside barefooted. So my feet are getting a little cold. Time to go inside. Alright, so the Tur-ducken is done with the 3 hours. So we're going to take it out. Ooh. Alright, take it out, take off the foil. Alright. I'm also going to stick in a probe thermometer just to get a temperature reading. And then back in the oven for the next half hour. So right now my temperature on the Turducken is at 132. So trying to cook it up to about 165. I think I can settle for 160 if I absolutely have to, because I know Jen needs the oven for other things for the meal tonight. So I'll give her as much time as I need. Alright, see you guys in a bit. I hate recording here in the kitchen in places where she can hear me, because then she'll make fun of me as soon as I turn off the camera. She goes, "You said something wrong." She does. And she does. All the freaking time. Okay, back to the joyous me. Okay, the timer says that it's done according to the cooking instructions. The thermometer is just a little bit short, but I think it's going to be fine. You know, I'm going to have carryover cooking and all that other stuff. So I'm just going to take it off now because Jen needs to use the oven. I actually touched that hot probe wire, just kind of grazed my hand, kind of startled me a little bit. Okay, so it's getting time to carve, and I've never carved one of these before, so I don't know what I'm really doing, but I am going to use the electric knife to do it. Alright, put that all the way there. Let me point you down that direction. Alright. Just going to cut the meshing off. Alright, so I've got a pan sitting here just to land all the food pieces on. Wow, you don't really need the whew. Okay, then you got the wings, which easily come off. And seriously, I almost don't even need this thing, it's just like falling apart. So you can see the turkey in here, you can see the duck here, the chicken under that. This is going to be amazing. Alright, here we go, one last look before we start dishing up. Got turkey legs here, wing. You can see the meat. There's turkey meat, duck meat, chicken meat. But man, look at this. This is that jambalaya. So look at the big pieces of andouille sausage and that stuffing, along with big pieces of pork in there. Lots of rice. And look at that. So that's awesome. Chicken, duck, turkey. Cool. So yeah, this turned out very well, and I can't wait to eat. We gotta dig in. I just want to know, how was the Tur-duck-ken, you guys? Tim? Must have been pretty good. You ate it all.
I decline the answer.
He refuses to he's going to take the fifth.
You'll have to forgive Jen. She's a little drunk, so she can't talk.
I'm not sure about you guys, but my duck piece was actually kind of dry.
I thought it was a little dry too. Mm-hmm. I mean, it was tasty, but
yeah.
I think that's just because of all the
being dry. It was pretty good.
Actually,
sorry, the drunk person wants to talk again.
I actually think the duck tastes like liver.
Well, yeah, that's kind of normal for a duck breast.
I've had duck before that tasted gamey, but not as livery, as irony as this stuff.
I still thought it was good.
I said I didn't want to be part of your video.
And just because she's talking with her mouth full, she's going to be part of the video.
Well,
What'd you think of it, Brendan?
It all tasted like turkey.
It all tasted like turkey.
He's just saying that. He's just saying that to get back at you.
I thought it was freaking amazing. I liked it a lot. It was a little dry. I don't know if it was from the rice or whatever, but truthfully, it wasn't horrible either. So it was Good. Definitely, we've been talking it over. I think this is going to be a seasonal tradition again. So we're going to be doing turduckens for a while. Maybe I'll even make one of my own. Oh, I'm stuffed. Everybody's stuffed. And we got a lot of food left over. Broccoli salad's just about gone. The it was a cream corn, I think it's called creamy corn spoon bread or something like that. It's really good. Spaghetti squash. I'm not a big fan of it, but we had some anyway. Got probably maybe half of the turducken left, which is fine. I'll eat it for leftovers later. Oh. Okay, well, this is Mark saying thanks again for watching. See you on the road.